Is that you? Is that you on there? Okay, back to cooking. And she has the hiccups. Hi guys again, this is Wendy from Bald Knob Farmstead. So it's very slow on the farm right now. We've just been doing regular basic chores every day. The sheep are dewormed and vaccinated, and there's really not a whole lot to do right now. I have a lot of fencing to do, but the ground's frozen, so haven't really been showing much of that. So the last video I did is because I had no additional content to show you. That was the how to hard boil and peel a farm fresh egg. Those of you who have never peeled a farm fresh egg before, you should watch that because it makes it a little bit easier. A lot easier, actually. So today, I'm going to be showing you a little recipe that I've never done before, but it's with our lamb, our farm-grown, farm-raised ground lamb meat. So I think it's going to turn out okay. I love to cook. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so what we have here, I'm going to do two different varieties. This is about 1.25 pounds. So I'm going to do half just the regular salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. I just bare bones. But we're going to add something to the middle of it. I'm going to do stuffed meatloaf, stuffed lamb loaf. So I'm going to put half of the mix in here, hollow out a little hole, put the cheese in, put the rest of it on top. I'm hoping it's going to be delicious. I'm pretty sure it will. On the other side, we're going to do like a taco lamb loaf. So I've got some Mexican cheese, taco seasoning, mushrooms, olives, because I'm an oliveaholic and that really needs to be on a taco. I almost called them acorns, avocados, onion. And I always put on my tacos a little bit of this La Victoria green taco sauce, the medium. I'm going out on a limb because I don't like hot stuff, and this is probably going to be too spicy for me. And then to top it all off, we're going to put on some homemade, out of the garden, fresh out of the garden salsa. So that is flipping amazing. So yeah, I'm going to get everything cut up and processed, and it's looking like, I feel like I'm missing something, but I guess we'll kind of see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is spray these tins down with a little bit of spray and start cutting and mixing. Okay, so one thing I have not noticed, and I love this cheese. It's cotija. I think it's pronounced cotija. Sorry guys if I screwed it up. It's cotija cheese from Mexico. I think it's no, it's made in the United States. Anyway, it's a Spanish cheese. It's freaking delicious. I love it. I love the texture. It's a little crumbly. It's a little firm. It's aged. So it's super, super awesome. But I was just thinking, once I put them in the tin, how is this cheese going to melt? So I'm almost thinking about pre-melting them and then putting it in the tins. So I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little chunk of this in the microwave and see how it melts, because I'm not quite sure it's going to melt the way I want it to melt inside the burger, in the lamb burger. So because I am going to hollow out a little spot in the middle, then I'm going to put the cheese in. So it's like a stuffed meatloaf. So yeah, we're going to have to find that out before I start cooking. Okay guys, I totally forgot. So please subscribe below, and if you want to be notified of my new videos, hit the little bell. The bell will tell you when I have a new video that comes out. I'm trying to build a little bit of a following because I love this YouTube thing. I've learned so much about farming and about a whole bunch of other stuff that I really hope that some people can maybe learn a thing or two, get a laugh, who knows. So that'd be great if you could subscribe. It does help. So thank you in advance for doing that if you do that. Now, I put this in for about 30 seconds. Not about, it was exactly 30 seconds. And it didn't melt a whole lot. It's still pretty firm. I think that I am going to pre-melt this cheese just a little bit before I put it in the patty or in the meatloaf. So, I mean, it's great cheese. I love it to pieces. It just didn't melt as much as I thought. And it's actually getting a little bit rubbery, which is, it's totally fine because what I want it to do is just add a little bit of ooh kind of in the middle of the meatloaf. So if ooh is a taste, that's how it's going to be, just so you know. Talk through a little bit of this video now. So, what I've done, I know proper English, I promise. So I just mounted the taco ones up, and I'm going to put some of our homemade salsa on the very top. And then this one, I just added, I don't know, fresh ground black pepper. If you don't use fresh ground, oh my Lanta people, you are missing out. I happen to love pepper. I don't like spicy though. I love spices. I just don't like spicy. And pepper to me, oftentimes can be really spicy, and I'm not a big fan of it, but the fresh cracked peppercorns that I buy, it's a mix of different colored peppercorns. Oh my gosh, it's so flipping good, guys. So on this one, I'm just packing them full of some mozzarella. I love mozzarella. Oh my goodness. And I'm just gonna top them off with a little lid of the leftovers. And this is such good meat, guys. I didn't know, honestly, if I was going to like lamb. I never really had it before. In my previous video, I have a video coming up that my husband and I are going to do together. We are going to do a double blind, which is both of us, taste test between our lamb and store-bought lamb. And I've been planning this forever. I've got some cuts of meat that I've been saving in the freezer just to do this specific test. And I picked cuts of meat that were as similar as I could possibly get them. And honestly, since I kind of know what they look like, obviously, and then we're going to mix them up, you know, I'm going to turn them upside down, throw them behind my back, so I kind of try to get them mixed up. But I'm going to have my husband do the major taste test because I probably will be able to tell visually which lamb chop is which. It's just the way it is. So I'm going to do that video soon. And obviously my ratios weren't perfect, but this one, the taco side, has a lot more add-ins. So I'm sure that's probably why I got 2 more, because of the add-ins. There's a lot more on this side. All right. So I cannot wait to do that video. So folks, this is kind of out of my comfort zone, although I absolutely love cooking. That is not a secret to anybody. I love to cook. But since there's not a whole lot going on the farm right now, I didn't know what else to do, and I didn't really want to leave anybody hanging. So we're doing these videos. So on the salsa, it is our homegrown corn, our homegrown peppers. We have, and yeah, if anybody says I'm dipping this back in there after touching raw meat, well, yeah, because we're going to use that up in like a day anyway. So, and it's just us eating it. So no hate mail, please. So tomatoes, corn, peppers, which there are sweet peppers and jalapeno peppers in there. I think there's some serranos, onions. Now, what we don't have grown out of the garden are the garlic. Oh, we might have some homegrown garlic. I can't remember. And the cilantro. So almost everything else is actually out of our garden, and it's so delicious. So delicious. I cannot wait to show you guys our garden this year. We've been spending so much time with the sheep that I don't know if our garden's going to be big and luxurious and beautiful. It's certainly going to have weeds in it. So, okay, for this side, I don't know. We're going to go with just a little bit of ketchup. Okay, so I don't want to put too much because I did put Italian seasoning, and this is my normal mix. This is normally what I do. Fresh ground pepper, Italian seasoning, and then I use pink Himalaya salt. I can't go back to regular salt anymore, folks. After eating the Himalaya salt, it's delicious. So I do my own blend of a seasoning. So this one has marjoram, oregano, thyme, rosemary, savory, basil, and sage. I do a really amazing dry rub and a brine. So I mix it up in my kitchen. It's secret to me. And I use that for a brine for any of the smoking that I do. I love, 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 love smoking. And I cannot wait to get a new smoker because ours was a cheap little, it was like an $80 one. It was on sale. And I can't get parts for it. And unfortunately, the base plate, the really thick, heavy metal plate, is worn out. It is completely worn out, and I can no longer regulate the temperature of my smoker. So I need a new smoker. So I'll show you guys that as soon as I can afford to buy a new one. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and that oven is preheating to 375. And I don't know how long I'm gonna put it in there for. I'm just gonna do like 10-minute increments, I think, just to see when this gets done. But my husband is going to be home. Actually, he should be off work now. And, oh, there's a ferret. Hi, Bandit. It's a freaking zoo here, you guys. Okay, I'll show you this when it's done, and I'm going to see what my husband thinks of it. So I'm trying to cook. I'm trying to get ready to put the little mini meatloafs in the oven, and Bandit will not freaking leave me alone. and I didn't get to my camera in time, but she was literally climbing my leg. She got about up to my pocket before I picked her up and put her down. So, Bandit, come here, you. Hi, Bandit. Ooh, that's really up close and personal. Hi. So this is one of my little kids. Yeah, hi. Yeah, that's Bandit. We have Smokey running around here somewhere, but I think she put herself away. So that's Bandit. They get a run around, and they have a mansion of a cage. So we let them run around, and yes, they're potty trained, so they go potty in a litter box. Hi, you. Is that you? Is that you on there? Okay, back to cooking. And she has the hiccups. Okay, folks, so I just put it in for 15 minutes. I just thought 10 minutes was a little bit too short. So I just put it in, and we will see shortly. My husband should be coming home soon, so we'll see what he thinks. I think it's gonna be awesome, but this is my first shot ever at stuffed lamb loaf. So now that I'm thinking about it, what I should have done really is taken a shot glass and then pushed it down in the middle to make more of a uniform spot for all of that yummy, delicious, melty cheese when it comes out. So we'll see. This is my first time. It's definitely an experiment. So either way, I know it's going to taste delicious because it's fresh farm-raised lamb, and I already know it tastes good. So we will see. I'm going to check it again in 13 minutes and 56 seconds and probably end up putting it in for another few minutes, but we will be right back. Okay, that's a little too warm for my taste. Yikes, it got done super freaking fast. So it looks beautiful. It's a little more well done than I kind of wanted it to be. They recommend, I believe it's like 160 internal temp for ground meat. I like to err on the side of medium rare, which is about 120, 125. This is about 145-ish, so it's a little more done, but hey, it's purty. Look at all the cheese popping out. That's not supposed to happen. Hey, Douglas, you want to try some? Yeah, just close it up. Okay, guys, it looks freaking awesome. However, there is a lot of juice left in the cups, and I was going to leave them in there to soak up some of the water, but I didn't want them to turn soggy. So I have an idea, and I'm going to make gravy. So I'm going to try to pour it out all in one swoop without making a huge mess. Well, we're going to try. I am making zero promises that that's going to happen. Hey, it's working. And get some of those chunks in there too. So the chunks that you're seeing is actually some of the cheese that came out of it. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna turn this sucker on medium high. And where's a whisk? Hang on a second. There we go. Grab a whisk. And if you've never made gravy before, you wanna add the flour very slowly. If you don't add it slowly and keep whisking, it's going to turn lumpy. If I can do this with one hand, pretty sure I can. Okay, so we're gonna get that up to temperature and make us a gravy. Okay, so we are just starting. It's almost wanting to start to simmer, so I'm just gonna add like a tablespoon of flour at a time. And see where that gets us. The point of this is just to thicken it up. And I could have probably made a roux first, which is flour and butter, thicken it up, get it nice peanut buttery brown, and it adds another layer of flavor, but I don't have that kind of time. So, we're going to turn off the heat. That's all we need. And I made a huge mess. And, oh, it smells so good. And there is our nice thick gravy, and I might add a little bit of milk, but we'll see how that tastes. Okay. Two things. It's flipping amazing. And this nice thickened gravy that I made is outstanding. It's so good. It's not too salty because there's hardly any salt in it. But this guy here is the taco one, and that cheese melted so nice on the inside. So yeah, I'm cutting it apart and it kind of looks like a disaster, but boy, it tastes freaking delicious. Best taco probably I've ever had. In lamb form, in what is it? Meatloaf. Oh my gosh. So freaking delicious, folks. If you want to try that, I would love to see what you come up with. I have these little tiny little mini tins that I can do like little bite-sized ones too, and I cannot wait to do that. With the lamb meat, outstanding. So pretty happy with it. Yep, I'm gonna eat too much tonight. Okay, in a nutshell, folks, that was amazing. I just had so we had 2 left over, so it's the next day. So I'm just getting ready to walk out the door, but I had them for breakfast. Probably not the healthiest thing, but honest to goodness, those taco ones, if I had a restaurant, those would 100% be on that menu. They were so flipping good. So I'm gonna do them next time on these little mini trays. Mini cupcake tins, and I think I'm gonna make a bunch of them, and I'm gonna freeze them so we can just pop them out of the freezer and have them when we want to. I was really impressed. I think I'm definitely going to do them again. I'm gonna cook them for a few minutes less though, because they were a little more done than I wanted. Although the cheese was melted, which was great, they were so good. I didn't put the green sauce on them. They didn't need it, but so I've added a subscribe button. If you have not subscribed, hopefully it makes it easy for you down in the corner. So I would love to hear what you guys want to see next. So the next video, this very next video, it's going to be one of 2 things, unless you tell me what you want to see. One of them is either going to be the taste test between farm fresh, farm raised lamb, which is from our farm, and then a store-bought cut of lamb. So it's going to be a blind taste test. My husband is not going to know which one is which, and I'm going to try to not know which one is which, although I'm going to be cooking it, so I can probably tell, but I'm going to mix up the plates, mix up the pans, put like an A and a B on the bottom of the plate or something. But we're going to do a taste test, and it's going to be an honest, 100% honest review. If ours aren't as good, we will let you know, but just a comparison. So it's either going to be that video, or it's going to be the completion of our Quonset sheep barn. I'm super excited about that. I've already recorded most of it. We just haven't done the actual putting it up yet. So we put all the panels together, the rings together. It's just sitting on the ground right now. So either one, comment below, folks. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope you have a great week, and you will see me soon.